Wednesday, you're here with me, Chocolate Cat, the Outlaw Red Hood. Leaving comments too. Joining us with the social wall. Okay, cool.
Hey, how's everyone doing today?
We're tired.
Yeah.
We're tired. Everyone's tired. It's cold. It's very cold, but we're here to give you the source of the wall.
Indeed.
That's it. There we go.
Yeah. So
what do you do, everyone?
Hey. So I'm just waiting to. It's live. It's live.
Oh, we're live now.
No. We was live before, but I was just waiting for everything to come up on the Twitch. Okay.
Hi, Sean and Keith. There we go. But yeah,
so
let's get into
this.
I
was going to start with some news about directors and a new MCU movie. But let's start with a character and an MCU TV series. We got a picture of. Well, yeah, let's talk about it. We got some behind the scene pictures of US Agent yesterday.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Yeah? It looks pretty good as well. I'm looking at it now.
Did you manage to see it?
As you brought
up. It does look pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. It
looks good.
You can
comic accurate. I wish it was darker.
As in
Yeah, like because US Agent, he just had even if you look at the picture, it's side on with the comic book version.
Yeah,
and I wish it looked more like the comic book version, just to look like a darker Captain America.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That could easily. I like this movie one, but it could easily just be Steve Rogers in another costume.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, they could change the grade. I
was gonna say they might tone it down in the show.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, it does look pretty good.
Like, look at Titans when Dick Grayson's Robin suit was revealed. Everyone's like, but it works for the show.
Yeah, it does. It did actually work for the show. It looks really nice. I was like, bless.
Yeah, definitely.
Just kind of wait and see. So I'm never too nitpicky when an image is released because you have to wait and see it in context.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All those people like, oh my god, you're ruining my child. Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all those same people. Like there was two of them met up that weren't supposed to, messing things up.
Yeah. See, there are rules in time travel for a reason. Okay. Right. So yes, he tweeted that he's stepping down, but he's still going to remain on as an EP. What is everybody's thoughts?
Well, first of all, what's an EP?
Executive producer.
Oh, executive producer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whatever. I don't care. That's my
yeah. I care.
I mean, he
Go on.
Yeah. No, because they the first Doctor Strange was stuff in there, but it was alright. But when you're throwing out words like horror, it just leans to the New Mutants, and we don't even know if we want to go there because we haven't watched the New Mutants yet.
But Scott Derrickson is a horror director. He started off making horror movies itself. So I mean, so that's his forte. That's what he does. So I can understand that they hired him to do the job and they know his background. Yeah. So,
but then you can't be like a horror director and be like, I'm just going to jump on doing superhero movies. You can have horror elements in there, you can have really scary parts in there. But then you have to also know that it's Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange is not, he's not a victim. He's not the girl who drops in the middle of the forest. You know what I mean?
He's not going to send a bunch of teenagers to a cabin in a woods. My thing is that he says it's going to be a horror movie. Fair enough, but Kevin Feige or Disney should know that this is a Marvel cinematic movie. It's a Marvel he's not gonna go full horror. He's gonna go 12.
Yeah.
What's the problem? It's not gonna go any more than a 12. So I can't understand why. This is where. So when a statement like that is released, and then you hear creative differences, I think that's BS. Because again, like I said, it's a 12 movie. There's no way there's not gonna be blood. There's not gonna be he's not gonna be aiming for an R-rated movie. It's just gonna be, ooh, wow, that made me jump.
Yeah, which is fine. Which is,
you know what I mean?
We welcome more of that.
Sometimes the soundtrack can make you jump. Do you know what I mean? Are they classed as horrors? Right?
Yeah, true.
Relax, Kevin.
Uptight Kevin. But anyway, well, bye. We'll see you soon. Hopefully.
The only thing that I was thinking about, like I said, I don't care. But one thing I've noticed, you know, when you got a franchise of movies, and the directors keep changing. As I've gotten older and I've started to know people who work in like media, you can see the difference. Like from say this movie to that movie, when you can see that director did that differently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very noticeable, and that can ruin a movie. It really can.
Oh yes, we have seen many a time.
Yeah, it can ruin a franchise. So I think, in my opinion, not that they're going to listen to me. Who am I? But I'm somebody. But
damn right. Yes, you better tell yourself.
They don't want to listen to my opinion. That's you. But I think you just need to sit down, have some quinoa, whatever you rich folk do, and just iron it out. Like, just be cool. Like, smoke a blunt if you have to, or a joint, or have some whiskey. Just iron it out.
Whiskey.
Indeed.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Scott Derrickson also tweeted a few tweets previously talking about how the worst thing could be a studio interfering, or it's studio deadlines interfering with movies, and
that's
So there has been some kind of little clues as to what may be happening throughout the production. Marvel tweeted, Marvel Studios and Scott Derrickson have amicably parted ways on Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. Due to creative differences, we remain grateful to Scott for his contributions to the MCU. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm trying to get the stream up on here, but it doesn't. I don't know if my connection is bad or if we're actually streaming, to be honest. I mean, I can't.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, I don't know if everything's smooth or not, which is a little annoying because it seems like it's just keep freezing up. I guess we'll just carry on and
we'll carry on and see how it goes. If not, this is a nice dress rehearsal, and then next week we'll come back. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, so next is Disney drops Fox from 20th Century Studios.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, wow.
Wow. Yes. Okay.
No more 20th century. When I read it. You read it and then I'll go.
Where am I? This is from Newsarama. Following the media conglomerate's acquisition of 20th Century Fox, Disney is dropping parts of his newly purchased production studios moniker, according to Variety. The 20th Century Fox will reportedly now be known as 20th Century Studios, while its subsidiary, Fox Searchlight Pictures, will become simply Searchlight Pictures. So yeah. So we're gonna have the 21st Century Fox logo without the fox in it, but
wow.
Yeah, it's just
I feel like that's become like a staple. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like watching a movie. I don't care. This is not my stuff. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's just stuff that you've grown up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we go to see a 20th century movie, and I'm like, I want to be looking at like, what's wrong with the logo?
No.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? We got X-Men and the Fantastic Four back.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
I don't care.
We have broken the chains of childhood.
You know what? All that is saying is we're leaving all the BS that you did to the X-Men in the past.
Yep.
You don't want any association with that.
That's it. Sometimes change is good.
Yeah.
Sometimes change is good, you know? Look, the production companies are still there. Like you said, we've got them back, and now it's time to do the new kind of cycle of adults in film kicking ass. That's what I'm happy about.
It is understandable though, because Fox does have quite a few things under their umbrella. Obviously, they got Fox News, Fox Broadcasting, Fox. You know, so and Disney didn't buy Fox News. There's certain bits of Fox that Disney didn't actually buy, so it's understandable, and it pretty much was inevitable that they was going to change the name in some way, because it's not, you know, altogether. So I mean, for 71.3 billion, it's it's
Disney got mad money.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. So we don't really care about that news then. We gathered it's just a name. We are looking for.
We got X-Men and the Fantastic Four back.
Yeah,
that's all we care about.
Tell me something else, man.
We're looking for.
You could name it Bananas and Jam as long as X-Men.
Bananas and Jam Studios.
Yeah,
Bananas and Jam Studios. You're more than welcome to have that. I'm happy with that. It's basically fruit and fruit.
Yeah.
It's just in a different way.
They could change the animal. They could be 20th century cats. I don't care.
You know, Simpsons has probably done that already, man.
They probably have.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. We've got quite a few to go through. Taika Waititi,
Go ahead.
Waititi in talks to direct Star Wars film.
That piqued my interest. That one, I was like,
Yes.
I think that would be a fun little project. I like him. He's got a really good sense of humor. What he's done with Thor Ragnarok was just dope. What's the word? I can't think. I'm tired. He made Thor better.
Yeah.
He rejuvenated. There we go.
It's reached something. That'll do though.
There we go.
Yeah, he Rika-jiggered.
I like Rika-jiggered. I like these words today. These are good words.
He fixed Thor.
There we go.
Because like Thor, if you watch the first one, even the second one, he had these comical elements to him. And I feel like Taika Waititi brought out all of that comedy, but it was still Thor. And for him to do a Star Wars, I feel that's the perfect universe for him to work in as well. Yeah. Considering like...
So, let me interrupt you for a second.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you guys watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah, but no. Legally.
No.
It's coming out in March.
Honestly, legally, no.
Well, he did direct the last episode of The Mandalorian. And that episode was sick. So
it was good. I heard.
And he's a voice actor in it. He's IG-11 in the series.
Yeah.
So if his film is anything near what the episode is, I mean, Mandalorian is a sick Star Wars anything at the moment. So
yeah.
So if he does a film similar to in that vein, then I'm all for it. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm happy for him to do a film. Go for it. He was great. You know, you did great. Go for it. You and
like space. Yeah. Space seems to suit him, is what I'm trying to say.
There we go. Right. Yeah. It's all smaller proof.
Yeah, I think they probably should have got him to do the Star Wars trilogy in the first place. Who knows where that would be now.
My days.
If they were just like, I haven't seen the latest one yet, but I'm
neither. I keep seeing memes and I really don't care. I'm like, wow.
I saw a mad spoiler. I was like, oh, that happens. I was like, well, they kind of hinted that was going to happen from the last movie.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Anyway.
Next one. HBO's first Game of Thrones prequel show will be here in 2022.
You don't know I'm going to say.
So this one will be the TV series House of the Dragons. So this is obviously based on the Targaryens. So Casey Boyles will be the president of programming. According to HBO president of programming Casey Bloys, says my guess is sometime in 2022. They are starting writing. They started writing. You've got Ryan Condal and George R.R. Martin writing it. Obviously,
that's good that they got him to write
it.
Yeah,
exactly. It's good that he's actually involved in it and writing it.
Involved. Should have been involved in the
First one.
He was actually pretty...
Which we will not speak of.
He was pretty much involved.
I know he was like consulted quite a bit throughout its process, but like...
Yeah.
From when I found out after the show ended that the people in charge of it didn't even give a crap about the show, didn't read the material.
Yeah.
How are these people allowed to work on it? It's like, sorry, quick, slight
tangent.
It's like when I found out. It's like when I found out back when Kevin Feige was working for Fox and they were doing X-Men, and the actors weren't allowed to read X-Men comics.
Yeah, that's
silly.
What madness is that?
What
madness is that?
You got the source material there, and the actors aren't even allowed supposed to kind of like learn about the character they're portraying.
Yeah.
And luckily Kevin Feige was there. Clearly he cares about this stuff, and he actually snuck them some comics to read. So it's like, what were we saying?
About how you're happy that my man is on board this time.
Yeah. I'm glad that George Marco.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
Having said that, I'm sorry. I don't mean to steal the spotlight.
No, steal it, all of it.
I ain't gonna be watching that show.
You're not?
Yeah, me neither. That's what I was
you
gonna
guys
say.
ain't watching it?
Man.
I'm wounded.
Man,
I'm still wounded from the last show.
I've moved on, man. I've moved on. Like,
I'm still wounded.
I'm not one of those that like keeps watching spin-offs of shows. Like, I ain't got time for that, man. I'm moved on. I'm doing my own thing. You're in your lane. I'll stay in my lane. I watched Game of Thrones. It was cool to a point. Then over.
It was crap. Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Deep down, I don't think it's going to be made. Just because, like, I think everybody's just like, unless another segment comes around. So it's like, when you have like the zombie segment comes around, then you got the but at the moment we're having the vampire segment. You know what I mean? Like, little vampire TV shows, and soon there'll be a vampire film, which we're gonna get into soon. But you know what I mean? But like, there's that segment coming around. Unless there's like a mythical segment that's gonna come around.
Yeah.
When it drops, it needs to drop in that mythical kind of, you know what I mean, environment. Otherwise, people just gonna be like, well, we're into the robot segment, so we're really not interested. So yeah.
I feel like if Game of Thrones just stuck the landing, it stuck the landing, I would be mad excited about this.
Yeah.
I think my attitude to this would be completely different if it stuck the landing. Having said that, if you've not watched Game of Thrones, it was sick. Like, it was sick to a point. It's just and even some of the ending, some of it, like what you saw, was actually really, really good. Yeah. It's just that there was a lot that needed to be filled in, and some decisions towards the end. I ain't got into Game of Thrones. What's next?
Yeah.
So it's half approved then. half approved.
Yeah,
half approved.
I'm literally. This is the fence. This is me straddling it.
You're between the fence.
I don't know which way I want to go.
Yeah, you're caught. It's a bit painful to watch, actually. The next thing is Superman and Lois, ordered straight to series at the CW. So I don't know if you guys have been watching Supergirl at all. I used to watch it. I've stopped.
So was horrible.
I used to watch it, but I stopped watching it. But yeah, you got Superman and Lois, and then they're doing a spin-off now apparently. So
the thing is, Supergirl, I keep saying this, the character what's her name? Jennifer Benoit or something. Zoe, what's her name? The actress, whatever.
Yeah.
Melissa Benoit,
Melissa Benoit.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She actually plays a really good Supergirl. So when I see her in Flash or Arrow or whatever crossovers, I'm like, she is dope. Her show sucks. It's horrible. It is a horrible show.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
But she portrays Supergirl really well. I've got nothing.
Not in her show. Yeah. Just not in her own show.
Just not in her own show. I think she shines when she's in Flash or Arrow.
There we go.
Going to Superman, sorry. I might give this a look-see. And if they just do... I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But you know what's good about it? Because my brother always says, like, these CW shows, they always focus too much on, like, the love and, will they, won't they? What's good is that Lois and Clark are together. So you got no excuses but just to show me Superman doing some dope Superman shit.
Well, put it this way. They've got a kid. Spoiler alert, anyway. They've got a baby.
We knew that. We saw.
And following the crisis, there's...
Is it Brent? Go on, you can tell me.
I'm not going to spoil that.
Okay, go on.
I haven't watched it yet.
That's fine. Oh my god. And this is supposed to be a DC guy as well.
When you've done...
Put it in.
So, following crisis...
He's not going to spoil it.
There's been some changes to the whole CW universe in itself, so it'll be interesting to see what they actually do, because I think what they're doing, you've never actually seen it in comics before, so it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. So yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a season, maybe half a season, see what it's saying.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot. Yeah. And it'll be nice to have Superman back on TV again for his own show.
Yeah.
I would love that.
It's not just Superman, though. It's Superman and Lois.
Yeah, I know, but I was just about to say I loved Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman.
Yeah.
Alright?
Sorry, just like the way you dropped that, you were like, it's not just Superman. It's Superman. And it's just like, the pain. I'm sorry.
Get it right.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's...
Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman was dope. Like, I loved
it was
that show.
good, man. It was good. So I loved
good.
it as well. That actually really got me into Superman as well.
Yeah, I suppose as a kid, it did.
Yeah. But Lois had a little bit of, go get in action back then. She was just like, I know my man is super.
And the thing is...
But don't think that I'm not super
exactly.
too. She'd be running into stuff. She'd be running into volcanoes. And it's only when she's like, burns her foot, she's like, all right, babe.
Be honest, I feel like I've never seen a bad portrayal of Lois Lane. She's... From the comics, that's what she's like. She's in the mix.
Yeah.
But not in an annoying Mary Jane way.
Yeah.
Like it's this strong. She's just in the business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
she defined herself before she even met him. Yeah. So yeah.
And then I don't know. I've never seen it because Erica Durant's played Lois Lane, I think, and what's her face from the movies back in the day?
Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
No.
He was a dope Lois. I just feel like I've never seen a bad Lois Lane. I've not seen much of this new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But from what I saw from last year's what was it, Crisis on Infinite Earths? She's alright.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We'll see.
We'll see.
She's no Erica Durant. Erica Durant's from Smallville. From my opinion right now, Erica Durant's from Smallville was better.
Yeah. Of course, she set the bar.
And the one who played Lois Lane. Come on, she was in Desperate Housewives. Terry Hatcher.
Yeah,
she was alright as well. She was dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was Lois Lane.
There we go.
Also, fun fact, one thing I love about DC TV shows, they always get like actors to portray characters. So Terry Hatcher played Erica Durant's mum, Lois Lane's mum.
Oh, right. I was going to say, yeah. That
was dope.
Yeah. I was going to say, all the characters being portrayed are characters.
Very good.
So the next one is actually something that you wanted to talk about, Isha. Kipo and the Age of Wonderbeasts. I've never seen this before, so tell us all about this.
So basically, it's a new little animation on Netflix. It's about a girl who lives in a burrow she lives in the burrow, obviously underground, because the world up above has turned into a post-apocalyptic, mutated wasteland.
Oh no, did she do it?
Who knows? So basically, all the animals and plants are 50 times bigger. They can talk. Some of them have more extremities than they're supposed to. And basically, she kind of gets flushed out a pipe and she's having to find her way home. She obviously runs into some fun people. She runs into this guy who's into his music, who lives at the top surface. She runs into this girl and he's friends with a mutating... What is he? Is he a bug?
Mutated or mutating? Oh,
no. Yeah, he mutates all the time.
Okay,
because, you're mutating. And then he's like a bug. I'm going to say a caterpillar, but cooler. And then she meets a young girl called Wolf, who, you always kind of have to have one of those moody, I've lived up here for so long. I know how to look after myself.
Yeah.
I don't make friends. Yeah. But she's cool and she's black and her hair is like here and she's amazing.
So,
yeah. But the joke is the three main characters are of like colour. So Wolf is black. Kipo she's mixed race, but she's black and Chinese. Yeah. And then the guy who is her friend is also black. So it's just like, hey, we got three major roles up in here.
Nice. So where can we find this program? This series.
So you can find season 1 on Netflix.
Nice. Is it cool? Sorry.
It's really cool. It's fun. The soundtrack is really good.
I heard. Yeah,
again,
the soundtrack is done by the guy who did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Bam! Yes.
Okay, cool. So, what's it called? Kipo
and the
Age of Wonderbeasts.
Oh, I found it. Kipo.
Yeah, and we're Kipo. But no, it's really, really good. Like the joke is, first when I was watching it, I was like, I hope this isn't going to be too young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, you watch it too young and you're like, I could let my cousin or my younger bro or sister. But then, like, as I'm watching it, I'm like, no, they've got adult jokes in here that are actually really cool. So it doesn't feel like it's not for us adults kind of thing. Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah. It's really, really good. If you get a chance to watch it, it's binge worthy. So get in there and have fun. It is definitely Saucewall approved from me. Nice. It's fun, funky, and fresh.
Funky and fresh. All right, cool.
Fresh.
Next one on the list is Archer season 11. So
yes.
Apparently they were going to stop Archer at season 10, right?
They were, and that made me sad. Aww. And then
So you're a frequent Archer watcher, yeah, Isha?
More or less, yes. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of dropped off when he did the dream thing.
Yes.
When he was in a coma.
So is he still in the coma?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
No, because I used to watch it with Fifi, hey boo boo, and we watched it over and over until he got killed, and then he was put into a coma.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
And then I tried to watch we watched a few episodes of when he was in the coma. Like some of them was funny where he crashed a plane.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Oh my days!
He crashed that plane in that town where his mum owned a hotel or something like that. Anyway,
they were weird.
I miss like the Secret Service, the secret agent stuff. Or even when they were selling drugs, when they were selling cocaine and they were bad at it. Like, I miss all of that.
When she was eating the crack and she was...
Yeah. I miss all of that. But when he started going into a coma, it lost something for me.
Yeah.
So I fell off. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, no, I need to actually finish that segment because I'm hoping that, he just bounces back up. Yeah, and then comes back in it. Because I think that formula, it just works. And... if you ever want to shake up the formula, then just take the formula and put it into like different scenarios. Or
like when ISIS went under and they had to sell cocaine, that was brilliant.
What?
Yeah, that was hilarious. That
was brilliant. Rich, If you've looked,
do you know what?
Archer is so good. I was watching it.
Funny thing is, I was at my grandmother's yesterday, and I said this to my uncle as well, and he was watching it, and he was like, it's funny enough. I went over there after you asked me to put it on the script and that, and I went over there and he was watching it. I was like, oh, okay, Archer. I was we was talking about it earlier. He's like, yeah, it's funny. So I watched a couple of episodes. I watched the first episode, which was pretty funny. And I think it was just the first episode I watched. So, but it was decent, man. It was decent. It's got like kind of dry humor, kind of.
Yeah,
when I first started watching it, I was binging it, and I was in the living room. And usually, sometimes when I watch things, like my mum does like to laugh, but she's a hard sell.
Yeah.
Especially with cartoons, I would not be like, "Hey, mum, watch this cartoon with me."
Yeah.
She was busting up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then she started like pretending that she didn't like it. So I was like, "Mum, don't lie. You're watching that again."
Yeah.
Mum, don't act like you don't like Archer. And from when my mum like, it's funny. It's laugh out loud funny. Like, you watch certain things and it's funny. You're like, you keep it in.
Yeah.
With Archer, the first few seasons before the coma, it's out. You are letting that laughter out.
Yeah, literally, because they do certain things. So you just like, it kind of feels like almost like adult South Park. Meets something. You know what I mean?
Meets something else. I don't know.
And it's just like. Yeah,
James
as you keep
Bond.
watching
maybe meets James Bond. I don't know.
But if you keep watching it, it gets funny. Obviously, this Coleman one will obviously not do sure. But like, I'm excited for season 11 just to see, you know what I mean, what happens, because I really do love Archer, and everybody in there is just so funny. Like, I just love them. I need to cosplay at least one person. But
Fifi, she cosplayed Lana one year at Comic-Con. Yeah, Rich, remember when we went with Daniel and a couple of years ago. We went to the London Film. Yeah, she cosplayed as Lana.
I remember. That was it. Yeah.
You should do it again.
Cool. So the next one is Japan Super Nintendo World Theme Park.
Have you seen the trailer? I'm so excited. I nearly peed myself. So can I say this? Oh my god, it's amazing. So basically, so Japan, because we know Japan's great at just making things way too much. Yeah, Japan is opening a Super Nintendo World. So you got Disney and you got Disney World. We're going to have a Super Nintendo World.
Well,
that is, whatchamacallit, it's, okay, I can't remember. But like, it's basically going to be like more virtual reality. So you have like kind of virtual reality and interconnective stuff where you can play on the go, and AI tech. We're gonna have AI technology Super Nintendo.
Okay, now when you say we, do I have to get on a plane and go to Japan to experience this?
Yes, you do.
Oh well, moving on.
Oh, you never see yourself ever going to Japan?
I will go to Japan someday. I know they like black people over there and they like hip hop.
All right.
So I'll go to Japan one day.
And you have to get a proper samurai sword. Come on.
They won't let me. I wouldn't be able to get that through customs. There's no way.
There's always the blue barrel. Everything goes in the blue.
You're gonna have to tell me what I
mean.
See, only
Mandalorian.
No. It's not even that.
Caribbean thing, man. You should know. You should know. What? Ask your mum about the blue barrel, and she'll be like,
she ain't gonna know.
But we're all going to Japan at one point.
Like, wait a minute. I swear I've seen this barrel before. Like when I first went over to Jamaica, I was like, no, we was in Jamaica and I saw the barrel and I was like, what's going on here? And then I got home and I went. The first time I went with my nan, I must have been like 10, 11 years old. I got back and I saw the barrel. I was like, what?
What the rock is going on here?
But yeah, the blue barrel, man, the blue barrel.
Right. So both of you are Jamaican, yeah?
Yes, we are.
I'm half Jamaican and half Bayesian.
Okay.
And I didn't grow up with my Jamaican. As much as I embrace my Jamaican heritage, I embrace it fully, fully proud. I.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yes.
But I wasn't raised by my Jamaican side of the family.
That's fine.
So
I'm gonna get you a Blue Barrel keyring to commemorate the small part of Jamaica.
Hey, can you get me one of those as well?
I'm gonna teach you the ways. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna get you one too. I'm gonna teach you about the Blue Barrel. Okay, if all of you watching out there, the Blue Barrel is very special. But we're going to Japan. Even if we have to get in a Blue Barrel to get there, we're going.
Boy, we are on some next tangent.
Sorry. Let's bring it back.
Or we a travel agent, or we a.
We definitely found the title for the podcast today.
The Blue Barrel.
Okay. So next one, we've got 3 trailers, possibly 4. There was another trailer that came out. I can't remember which one it was.
Right. There was Bloodshot, Black Widow, and
Morbius.
Morbius.
Yeah. Morbius.
There was another. I'm sure there was another one that just came out. Altered Carbon. That wasn't a trailer. It was just like a teaser.
Oh my god!
Was that season 2? Are they on season 2 now?
Yeah.
I didn't even watch season 1. I didn't
Season
finish
1
it.
was good, man. Season 1 was good.
It was so good.
But
watch it.
Yeah. But Morbius, Black Widow, Bloodshot. Would you all say?
Right. Didn't watch the second Bloodshot trailer because I just didn't get around to it. Haven't watched the second Black Widow trailer because I just want to watch the movie. The first trailer looked good. That's all I need to know.
All right.
Now, I'm going first with Morbius, and then you guys can do your thing.
Go ahead.
What does it all mean?
Yeah.
This is who Spider-Man's going to be fighting people. Okay.
I actually liked that trailer. It looked a whole lot better than the Venom. When Venom was a trailer, it looks better than that.
Yeah. And can I just interject to 2 seconds? See how Jared Leto's doing much better in the MUC universe than he is in the DC. Just going to point that out. Carry on with what you're doing.
DC. No, I'm not even going to blame DC. Warner Brothers, you fucked that up royally.
Yeah, it was just no. Anyway, Morbius. Carry on.
Yeah, so Jared Leto looks dope as Morbius from what little you see. It looks like a good movie. It actually looks like a really good movie.
Yeah.
I will not be supporting it. I refuse. No, hang on. Before I get there, it actually looks like they're going to incorporate some MCU stuff. So that's dope. I don't know if they're hinting that, I don't know, if the mouse wants to buy Sony or what. I don't know. That's their business. I will not be supporting that movie. I refuse to support that movie. I will see it someday. But they're not getting my money. I will not be going to the cinema, buying it on DVD or buying it on Blu-ray. I won't be streaming it on Netflix or Disney Plus or wherever it's at. I'm not paying for that movie.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I refuse. And the reason is...
It's going to diss me at the end of this as well. I know you're building out to diss me as well. Don't try it, man. Don't try it.
We know where you stand.
Don't say it's my fault that this movie is being made as well, yeah? Don't try it. Yeah?
Do you know what?
It's people like you that is the reason why this film is being made.
It's true, though.
Oh, my days. Oh, bless.
I'm just not supporting that movie. I'm not. I don't want.
I am.
Sony.
I'm supporting it. I will be watching it somehow. Yeah.
I will say, for a Sony movie, it's a Sony movie, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's for a Sony movie. It looks good.
It does. I'm not going to take anything away from the way it looks. It looks like a completely dumb. If it wasn't Spider-Man related,
look alright.
If Sony was just releasing this vampire movie without that name, without its connotation, like I would go see it. Go see it.
Yeah. Hopefully,
because I know. Yeah, go on.
But no, hopefully, someone from the MUC has come in and said, "Look, my guy, let's do this." Yeah, because obviously the little, hints of Spider-Man when he's on the wall and there's painted murder on him.
What does it mean?
And then obviously, little bits and pieces. You're like, okay, someone has put you on some form of track, which is good because before. Go ahead.
And Michael Keaton was in the trailer. What does it mean?
Right. So what does it mean? This is what I'm wondering. Because you're right. You got Michael Keaton, you got Spider-Man, but you haven't got the MCU Spider-Man. You got like the
was that
I think Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but it was from the actual game. So it was a game still of the Tobey Maguire costume on the poster. So it's a bit weird. Like things are happening, and it's a bit weird, man. I don't know what does it mean. What does it actually mean? You know?
Do you think that by the end of that movie, at the end of the trailer, so at the end of the movie, by the end credits, Tobey Maguire will show up in the end credit scene?
No.
If Tobey Maguire turns up, then it's Spider-Man in different Spider-Verses, and I'm expecting Miles Morales to get pulled in from somewhere. Yeah. And he meets Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire dies, and he meets other Spider-Man, Spider-Verse.
I think this is kind of going off from the topic of Morbius itself. But I do think eventually Sony are going to try and do... I think fans talked about it first, like getting Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and blah, blah, blah. But I think Sony will do it. I do. I think they'll do that before they'll do the Sinister Six. Or maybe they'll do the Sinister Six movie where, oh man, I'm Spider-Man, I'm going to need help. I better go traverse some universes and get some backup.
I mean, if they do, very smart, but make sure you do it properly. Yeah. Because you can't be doing this half-baked. Yeah. You just can't. It will
be half-baked in the sense that it will just be 3 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's it. It will be Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
Yeah. And, sorry, just a small note, Morbius kind of looks like a little bit of a horror. Looks, but it's still comic bookish. Yeah. So that's how you do
well, because
we haven't seen the film, but just what kind
even
of
if they do, that's still Sony. The mouse has no say.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I like what it looks like. I think it looks okay. There's potential. It would be a better potential if it was all together with the MCU, but the whole confusion thing with I don't mind Michael Keaton being in it, but I don't understand why they would do that Spider-Man poster. Like that just seems like a silly thing to do, and that might be like a warning in a sense to say that this is going to make you even more confused and probably go back to how the old school X-Men were back in the days, where a film will come out and it'll be a totally stupid timeline, or you'll see Professor X and Kane Marco and they don't even realise that they're brothers. Or
they're brothers,
Oh my God.
So I just don't want it to be some BS like that, really.
Yeah. Well.
Black Widow.
Yeah, if the whole timeline gets messed up, because we're supposed to be talking about 3 trailers, aren't we? Sorry.
Yes.
If the timeline does get messed up, it will be because of Sony. Like,
of course,
in all honesty, they just need to give it up. Yeah. Give it up.
Sell it. If they want to do a thing of they're in a different universe, calm, but make that apparent. Yeah. You know what I mean? You said we're in the universe, and Marvel are in that universe. That's fine. Then you can have interchangeable stuff.
That's what I mean. I think that's probably what they're going with that Spider-Man poster. It seems like they're doing something silly like that, but I don't know.
Let us pray. There we go.
Who's to say that because we know that, to our understanding, that Tom Holland is going to be in Sony movies. But who's to say that Tom Holland is going to be playing the MCU Spider-Man? Maybe they will do an alternate reality where he's that Spider-Man. He could.
Hey,
he's just side of my screen. That was weird.
I know.
Yeah, this is probably the worst connection like this time. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I don't know if I don't even know if this is all recording live. To be honest, like I'm hoping it is. I'm doing a recording on the OBS, so hopefully that was like from 15 minutes in, so we'll see.
Okay.
Trailers, Rich, did you watch them?
I liked the Black Widow trailer. The Bloodshot trailer I'm not really bothered about. I don't think I'm going to see that film, to be honest.
You know what? It's a shame because I like Bloodshot. Like, you've not read any of the comics, but It's a really good comic. And let me ask, I didn't watch the trailer. Is he grey at all in that trailer?
Yeah, he is.
He goes grey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, like a little bit when he does the slow motiony thing. But yeah, he kind of goes grey. Yeah.
I just feel like he didn't look like Bloodshot, and I feel like they're gonna overly Hollywood it.
Yeah.
Instead of making a good comic book movie, it's just gonna be Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's kind of what it looks like anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like it's Vin Diesel. It would be nice if it was just someone we didn't know, and we just be like, this is Bloodshot now. So, because you can't be Groot, Iron.
Yeah,
he's just everybody's just like, just give it to someone else, please. But
I wouldn't have cast Vin Diesel.
Yeah, nah.
Hey.
Nah.
What's next?
What is next?
Black Widow. I like Black Widow. Sorry. Yeah. That was a good
trailer.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Next thing, comic news. Alien, the original screenplay, comes to the comics. So basically, the old school film, the 1979 Ridley Scott movie, that was an adaptation of Dan O'Bannon's original screenplay. So Dan O'Bannon's original screenplay now is going to be made into a book, a comic book. So we're going to see what the original Alien story was. Yeah. Okay,
cool.
So we'll see how that is. I can't see when it's actually coming out though. Sorry, I missed that out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Dark Horse already previously did an adaptation of William Gibson's original screenplay to Alien 3. So it was a different script from the movie. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I do like Alien, and it'll be nice to see, how the aliens came about and stuff.
Yeah.
Not the Prometheus.
Nah. Because even the spaceship Nostromo was the original name was the Snark. There's going to be some differences, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see.
We like change. Yes, that is a source approved thumbs up. Go for it.
Next thing, God Loves Man Kills extended cut from Chris Claremont and Brent Anderson. 33 years ago, Chris Claremont and Brent Anderson made probably one of the best X-Men stories ever, which is God Loves Man Kills. It was first published in 1982, and basically,
I wasn't born then.
But now they are both coming back to do an adaptation of a present day X-Men story in the framework, in that kind of framework. Excuse me. Hi.
Kitty!
You're not supposed to be up there.
Kitty! Kitty cats. Kitty cats. We love kitty cats. Go ahead.
Sorry, the missus will kill me. Because anyway, so they're gonna come back together and do an extended cut of God Loves Man Kills, and that should be out in April for Marvel Comics. So it is considered one of the most pivotal stories of X-Men.
Oh wow! Okay,
man, they are really. It's so funny because I know that we've got some other X-Men news in the news. But it's so funny how they were really trying to take X-Men away from us, force feed us the Inhumans.
Yeah,
like really, like they were killing off the X-Men, and then now it's like they're just bringing it back in full force.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oversaturated with X-Men. I love it.
That's it. No, but it's good though. I'm liking X-Men at the moment. It's really
me too.
Really enjoyable.
Even from when we were reading, was it Uncanny X-Men recently?
Yeah. That was really good.
That was
really good.
so good. I think I've got like two issues left of that to read, to be honest. I gotta go back.
Keeping on with the X-Men subject, we got two new titles coming in April. We've got Children of the Atom and X Factor coming this April as well.
Nice.
So, Children of the Atom. Apparently, the X-Men are getting sidekicks. It's a new team of teens with ties to some of the X-Men classics. And if you actually have a look at the cover art for this book, it's actually pretty interesting because you've got Cyclops, who's a different character. You got Gambit, who's let me load it up. This computer is running really slow today.
It's because it's cold.
Yeah, probably. So you've got Angel, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, and Gambit, but you've got them as different characters. So Cyclops is a blonde guy, Angel is a different guy,
what's it?
And Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, they're different people with helmets on, and Gambit is actually a black lady as well. So the cover looks interesting.
Can you send that to us? I need to see that.
Yeah.
So
it looks.
The powers of technology.
It looks very interesting. I don't know.
But the others are still going to be
themselves.
Yeah.
Like Cyclops, Gambit. I don't know what Gambit's doing. He's married to Rogue right now, isn't he?
Oh, this is a new feature.
What's happened? My screen's off.
My you guys.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Oh, right.
And then screen share.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. We appreciate the effort. You're back.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Source Wall.
See what's in the gallery over here.
Right.
Sometimes technology doesn't work when it's this cold. Watch Summertime, how lit our podcast could be.
Sorry about all this. I think my internet's a bit crap at the moment.
Lagging.
Yeah, very much lagging. The live stream is very unstable as well. So,
that's what happens when we try and keep the quantum field afloat. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay,
exactly.
We need more power.
Give us more power.
More power. Kieran's laughing. There it is.
Okay, so
okay.
So yeah.
So Children of the Atom.
Children of the Atom. So Chris Robinson, the editor, says the initial seed of the idea actually came. Who said that? Who said this? It was Vita. It's going to be written by Vita Ayla, with art from Bernard Chang. Basically, Aya said the initial seed of the idea actually came from editor Chris Robinson. What if the X-Men had sidekicks? My take on it became, what would actual kids from our current time be like if they were X-Men sidekicks? What would Generation Z X-Men be like? Yeah, I don't know. Generation Z, I think they'll be... yeah, I don't know, man.
Think you'll be reading these ones?
I'll get the first couple of issues.
Yeah.
Maybe the first story up, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna flat out say I'm definitely reading that, but you know, we'll see what it do.
We'll see what it do.
The next one.
The
next one though is X Factor. This one seems more interesting. This one's going to be written by Leah Williams and the artist David Baldion. They are the creative team behind Gwenpool Strikes Back. So we've got a team of Northstar, iBoy, Rachel Gray, Prodigy, Polaris, and Daken, and they're investigating missing mutants. Daken, yeah, it's Wolverine's son.
Okay, so is he a good guy now?
Well, everybody's kind of a good guy now. Everybody's together.
Oh God, sorry, everybody's on. Sorry, stupid question.
Sorry,
go on.
So they'll be investigating missing mutants for the Five, who specialize in mutant resurrections. Williams told Ploygon, "We've already planned on having X Factor report to the Five for obvious resurrection work reasons. But I asked Jonathan Hickman and X-Men editor Jordan D. White if we could focus a significantly greater concentration on the Five to not only help develop their evolving group dynamic, but also how they come to establish each resurrection protocol. So in X Factor issue 1, we present a kind of game via the data pages, and I want to encourage reader participation in figuring it all out because I love all y'all's questions, she added. I made a love letter in the form of our new X Factor investigations, which is full of intrigue, action, sexiness, and secret breadcrumb trails for you to find. The entire series is layered with clues about Mutant Resurrection's ultimate endgame, she concludes, but you'll have to keep reading to figure it out.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm more inclined to read X Factor than Children of the Atom, to be fair.
Yeah, me too. It sounded more like something I'd want to read. Children of the Atom just...
yeah.
If it's there, you might read it. But like,
I might pick up an issue and be like, "What's this saying?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're more invested in X Factor, which is fine. That sounds more interesting, anyway.
Yeah, it does. It legit does.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
It is what it is, but at least it ain't what it ain't.
So both those titles are on sale in April.
Alright.
Alright.
April.
Cool bean.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
Moving on to our reviews.
Oh snap! Is that what you're reviewing, Isha? Okay, I want to hear about this.
Old Lady Harley and Hair Love.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to hear about Old Lady. So you read that?
I read Old Lady Harley.
First of all,
yeah.
Congrats for going mainstream.
Firstly, my sister bought me this. Big up, Nefis. My sister bought me this for my birthday.
Nice.
And I was like, this is like, I got a DC comic. I was like, I'm gonna review this for the Soul because those guys would be proud of me.
Nice.
It's actually hilarious. Like Frank Thierry and Inaki Miranda, them people. Yeah, these people. Those two people.
Inaki Miranda.
There we go, Inaki Miranda. Like, it's actually really funny. So basically, Harley has been kidnapped by the Tool, and and she's basically like kind of tying up loose ends in different areas of the United States, basically. And I kind of don't want to spoil it, but like she finds out something, and she's basically just going around to see if it's verified, this thing that she's heard. And she doesn't. Alive. There we go. And like,
first of all, can I just say I know nothing about this comic, but that was flat out obvious.
I mean, just in case. But this is why we love you lot. So like, yeah. So she's basically trying to find out whether the Joker's alive because she herself was like, well, kind of killed him. So she's going around.
In this universe, she killed him.
She killed him, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, and she killed Penguin as well, which was fun. Nice. She choked him to death, which she shows, which is really good. So she goes to these different areas, sorting stuff out. It's really funny because her and the Tool, the chemistry is like absolutely hilarious. There's a part. No, I'm sorry, I have to do this.
The name itself is just funny as well, man. The Tool.
I know. They go to Gotham, yeah, and like Gotham's bare quiet. Like there's no one there. Everyone's like, so her and the Tool are walking around, and she goes, and then she sees Azrael, so Azrael's there, like it's so cool.
Oh, snap.
And then like, Azrael's like, you're, why are you outside? It's curfew. And they all were lying. I literally laughed for like 5 minutes. She was like, the Tool goes, wait, where is it? Because she was fighting Azrael, and then she knocked his head off, and then they found out that he was a robot. And then the Tool goes, dude, this is the worst episode of Westworld ever. and then Harley goes, I don't know, Tool. Did you see season 19? And I was like, why is this hilarious? Like, I was literally laughing. Like, so there's little bits, like the comical elements in it are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And obviously the artwork is amazing. You've got like the Bane twins and stuff like that.
The Bane twins. That's brilliant.
You got like genetically modified penguins and stuff. No, but it's really, really good. And it's actually a fun read. And even when you're reading it, Harley just sounds like Harley.
Yeah.
Even though she looks a little bit different, she just, how they've written her, it just sounds like she's Harley. Still that kind of bubbly kind of woman, even though she's elderly kind of thing. And there's another bit where Arkham has been turned into the Arkham retirement home. And there are a lot of like super villains in there. And she goes to see Catwoman, and Catwoman's in one of them little stroller things. There's the little car thing. And she goes, "Oh, Selena, I've come to see you." And Catwoman's like, "What? You've come to see who?" And she's like, "I've come to see you." She's like, "You want glue?" And she's like, "No, I can't." Like, and they have this. So the writing is absolutely wonderful. It's a really good read, and it's really fun. So I give it, as we did, out of 5. I will give it a 4.9 out of 5.
4.9.
Really
wow.
4.9. Wow.
It's really, really good. It's really good. Like, nice. Because sometimes you think the jokes are going to get too overbearing or too much, but they're really spontaneous. I really like it. Yeah. It's really, really good.
All right.
Yay!
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So, what about Hair Love?
Hair Love is adorable. I know. So basically, these wonderful people at Pixar, who are all black, by the way, it's completely whole. Is it Pixar?
I don't know.
I don't think it's Pixar. But anyway, yeah. So it's a whole black production company people, and they made a animation called Hair Love, and it's about this little girl, and she's trying to do her hair in the mirror, and she's got this video tutorial of this woman. She's like, trying to do the video tutorial, and then like the cat, by the way, is the true superhero of this whole thing, because the cat's expressions are hilarious because of the cat there. Because
that cat was a genuine cat. Like, it was just so rude and
cat. See, look, even Richard's cat is amazing. So like, so anyway, so yeah, she's trying to do her hair. She, turns to her dad, and her dad's like, "I can't do this hair." Tries to put a hat on it, makes her cry. And it's basically her hair journey, because they're going to go see her mum, and obviously, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you. But
is it like 6-7 minutes long? Yeah.
It's only 6 minutes,
cool.
and it's worth every minute.
It's really, really good. Like, and it's when I saw it, I was like, it's so nice to have a lot more of these animations out here, and as well, they got nominated for a
Oscar.
Is it like
best Oscar nominated?
An Oscar, yeah. So it's really, really good. Like, but I just like the fact that there's more of these kind of animations out there, because I wish we had more. We had a fair amount. Like, we didn't have a fair amount, but we had bits and pieces that we could pick from. Yeah. But to have something like that, it'd be like, oh, that's a video of like a little black girl with big hair.
Big afro, like
you know what I mean? It's just like
big. But even her dad, like he looks like someone, he had dreads. Yeah. He was in his 3/4 lengths. He had a tattoo sleeve. He looked like a dude, like someone
Yeah.
It was sick.
And it was relatable as well. It's just like, I know these people are, I've been around these people, or like, I know my niece who's done that, that's my uncle, or the mum, that's my auntie, or you know what I mean? So it feels like a family little movie without it being like a long film kind of thing.
That was a series by the same people, not by the same people who threw the money at it to another team, but by the same people. Yeah, I would watch it.
Definitely. Straight watch it. Yeah, and if you get a chance to, Rich, watch it. It's just
I'll watch it tonight. Definitely.
Yeah, so it's really good. It's on YouTube. If you get a chance to watch it, like it.
I follow them on Instagram now. Yeah. I love it where the dad was trying to do the hair, and then he parts it. And you just see that bead of sweat going down his face. And then he's trying to tackle it, and the hair literally comes to life and takes the comb.
Because we've all been there.
Yeah, I've all been there. Times when I'm braiding my hair just kisses its teeth at me.
Like even edge control. Like, I don't know how these women do it, because my hair laughs in the adversity of edge control. It's like, what are you trying to do? I will not be contained. Like, so to see something like that,
crazy good edges, and I'm trying to lay mine down.
So
no, but
apparently it's a book as well, right?
Yeah, it is a book. Which I actually might buy that book, actually, just for myself.
I know.
when I have my daughter, she'll be like, here you go, read this.
No, I'm going to give this to Rich as a present. I'm going to be like, this is for you. But when you're doing Cassius's hair, this is going to be great.
I think it's great. It will just teach, because there's so much, sorry for those of you who don't care to hear, there's so much self-hate amongst us. Like, I don't like my hair. Our hair is beautiful. It is. It's hard to manage at times, but it is beautiful. And I love that this kind of tells you just to love your hair. Do you know what I mean? Love your hair. It's like, really good. I wouldn't cut my hair for nobody.
And as well, it's just like, it just gives a message of like, with love and patience, do anything. And
the moral of the story wasn't to relax it. It wasn't to perm it. It wasn't even to cut it.
Sometimes don't give me spoilers, man.
I was just gonna say sometimes you might have the day where you're like, bun this, I'm putting on a hat. But patience determine it. Like, there are days where I have to do my own hair and I'll just braid it, section it, put the stuff in it. I'm out of the door, man.
That's it. Love it. But it's such a nice animation. I can't wait for more animations like that. And nobody turned into an animal. Like, it was great. Like, it was great. It was amazing. It was amazing. So
cool.
10 thumbs up for that.
I have to say one thing. That cat was a black cat. That was a black cat. Did you see the way it meowed? The way it did its mouth, like, meow. Like, that was...
Literally, Rich, everything you've ever wanted in this animation.
It sounds like it's longer than 6 minutes, actually.
The thing is, it had so much in those 6 minutes. It was so well done.
It's really good.
I'll watch it.
Yay! Thumbs up. So yes, that's good.
Last Night on Earth, book 3.
That you, Kieran?
Huh?
He's on the podcast and he's not even listening to the podcast, man.
I know. I was like, I did my reviews.
I zoned right out. Don't know where the book is. 2 secs.
Okay. One Mississippi. Two. Oh, he was. That was brilliant. That was good. That was actually good. Okay.
So
he hasn't found it.
I'm going to.
Do you remember it? Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, so basically it was book 3 of the Batman Last Night on Earth. They are in Gotham, so it's Batman. He's carrying the head of the Joker still, who, as far as like a buddy cop thing goes, I was loving the Joker's dialogue all the way. He kept trying to tell this joke to Batman, but it's like, no, actually it's not a joke, it's a story. No, it's not a story, it's a joke. And throughout the whole 3 books, he's just trying to figure out what was it I wanted to say to Batman. So from the last book, Batman has met up with Dick Grayson, who's now Owl. They're called the Owls because the symbol of the bat has been tarnished by this guy called Omega, who is dressed up like a kind of weird looking Batman, like just this henched out Goliath of a Batman. So we've got Dick Grayson, Barbara Gordon, Jim Gordon, Wonder Woman, Duke, and Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon's daughter, and they're all going off to try and stop Omega from his evil scheme. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't even have the book for reference. But
it's something diabolical.
When you find out, because this Batman woke up in Arkham Asylum, and then you find out that he's not the original Batman. He's actually a clone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Batman died. And he put in place like a program, kind of like Rick, like he put in this program so that there would always be a Batman for every generation.
Right.
I don't actually want to tell you the plot twist. The plot twist, I actually put it on my Instagram, but I put an emoji over the dialogue so that no one can see it.
Yes, but I saw that. I was like, what's going on?
I was like, what? The whole time? You know what I mean? But I'll just say all 3 books was a really, really fun read. I'm telling you, DC's Black Label was killing it. I'm actually preferring this to their regular stuff.
Okay.
It had a really, really, really good ending.
So is it finished now then?
It's finished. That was book 3. It's completely done now.
Right. That's a nice short thing. That's good.
It was. I mean, unless there's a book 4 coming. No, it ended. It ended. They could do a sequel. It ended where like, okay, now we can go on from here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But they shouldn't. They shouldn't need to because it was.
I don't think they should. I don't.
Cool, yeah.
I don't. It was a lot of fun. All 3 books. I definitely recommend anybody, especially a Batman fan or just someone who's a fan of good literature, to read. To read this book that I just said, whose name that I can't remember.
Last Night on Earth.
Last Night on Earth. There was this one bit because I can't remember if it was book 1 or book 2, but when Batman decided to take the Joker with him, he was like, "Oh, can I be Robin?"
Oh yeah.
The whole book. Throughout the whole book, he's like, "Can I be Robin?" And then later on, they end up in the Batcave and they fight Omega. Omega stomps on the Joker. I thought the Joker died.
Ooh.
But then what happened was that there was like this old Robin kind of armor. The Batman puts the Joker on this armor, so he's walking around.
Oh damn!
Oh my days!
He's fighting. Batman's fighting. He's like, Joker, where are you? Then he shows up in this armor. He's like, no, not Joker. I'm Robin. He's like, sorry, I'm late. I saw an old rag. I just had to poke some holes in it and put it over my face.
Oh my days, hilarious!
It was a really, really fun read, and it just kind of lets you know what happened to some of the other DC heroes in that world. What happened to Superman? What happened to Martian Manhunter? And just it was really good. It was a lot of fun.
Sweet.
And I know like that Isha, you just read a post-apocalyptic. It was post-apocalyptic, whatever. There's a lot of post-apocalyptic stuff.
Yeah.
And they can get a bit stale sometimes, but this one really kept you intrigued. It had this flashback because one of Batman's last cases was he found a boy in Crime Alley. So it kept telling you that story as well about who is this boy in Crime Alley, and it turned out to be Joe Chill's son. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you how that body got there, but that's out later. It was dope. I totally recommend that book. It was a lot of fun.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, I'm going to give that. I'll give that a 4 or 4.5.
4.5.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. Nice, not bad.
So my one is I am going to quickly talk about the Crisis in the crossover.
Do you know what? Fine.
Oh well, no, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, but because I've already kind of spoke earlier about it. But yeah, it was decent. It wasn't too bad. It was good.
Sorry, before you carry on.
Yeah.
So I just need to ask this because I'm a bit confused. Is it more than just those episodes, or does it carry on? Like, so you got Flash, Arrow, Batgirl, Supergirl, and Legends.
Yeah.
Is it more than just those shows? Like, does it carry on in the Flash afterwards?
It's not those. It's not those. It's basically a show. It's not like it's a bit of the Flash and then a bit of a thing. It's the Crisis is happening, and it's like a continuation. Okay. The only thing that's different is the title of the show. So imagine it's just like one film, for instance, that's split up into 4 or 5 different episodes. So it's good. A lot of good cameos. Some of them quite short, and some of them quite long, pretty decent. They kind of they near enough bring everything that's ever been live on a DC program, a DC movie. There's and animated as well. There's some representation in that sense there. If you've seen the CW shows, it is a CW program, so don't go in thinking, this is going to be, Endgame or
Titans.
Or Titans, but for what it is, it was good. If I was young back in the days when we was watching animated Spider-Man and X-Men or even Lois and Clark,
it would have been a dream come true.
It would have been a real dream come true. And even like when we was watching Smallville as well, like
Smallville,
we were always waiting to see. We saw Flash there, but Flash wasn't even in his costume. And
so it wasn't Flash. It was like
Bart Allen. It
was Barry Allen's grandson from the future.
Yeah, exactly. So for what it was epic, and there were some bits in there that we were like, what? And you're like, yeah, they did well, man. But yeah,
to watch.
It's good. There's even right at the end as well. There's some funny bit that kind of reminds you of. Not everybody will know unless you're watching the 70s cartoon back in the days. Right, so there's a little Easter egg there. But yeah, it kind of puts everything in perspective as well, as in where everything goes, where Smallville was, or where Titans is, and where like Doom Patrol and all that. You know, it's all it's all linked in a way. So it was good, man. It was good. It was definitely worth the watch. If you ever watched any of the CW shows and you kind of gone off it, I'd say give this a watch. Definitely give this a watch.
Yeah, I've stopped watching them, but I'm definitely gonna, because I tried to watch it the other day, and then I realized it's not. I don't know if it's not been aired in the UK, but it wasn't on the Skybox. I couldn't.
No.
So that's annoying. Really annoying.
Very annoying.
But yeah, it's good, man. It's very interesting. It's worth the watch, definitely, and I'll definitely recommend it. I'll give it. What would I give it? I'll give it 3.5. 3.
Okay.
3.5.
That's decent.
Out of 5, that's not bad.
Yeah, out of 5. It's okay.
Halfway.
Yeah, it could obviously could have been better, but like I said, it's CW. The
thing is,
so
with CW, it's more dialogue than action, so you kind of just have to take it.
And the thing is as well, they don't make it's not like I said, if you haven't been watching it, you could still watch it. I stay true to that, but there are some things on it where you're like, oh, I didn't know this character, because I don't watch Supergirl. I've stopped. I'm like 2 seasons behind on Supergirl. I don't watch.
It's a horrible show.
Black Lightning.
Oh god! Oh no!
There was another one, Legends of Tomorrow. I missed out.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
It's actually pretty good, but I actually stopped watching it for some reason. I just couldn't keep up with it. So there was some bits here and there, like Black Lightning stuff, that you kind of like, oh, I don't know this character, or I don't know their personality in that sense. So it's So
I feel like I've watched enough of Black Lightning, because there's only 2 seasons, and I'm like halfway through season 2.
But yeah, it's good. Definitely recommend it. 3.5. Yeah, if you can watch it. It's worth it if you're into comic books and comic book movies, TV shows. It's definitely one to watch. You can't say that you're into the whole pop culture of watching shows and that and not watch Crisis, because what they did, the reason why I actually like it groundbreaking as well, it is groundbreaking. They had Batman in it. They might not be the Batman that you wanted. They've got Superman in it. The only characters that was missing is Wonder Woman. You know, spoilers for that. But Wonder Woman's not in it. But, you know, is she not really in there? Well, you couldn't.
In the cars in there somewhere, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It's definitely worth the watch. So, yeah.
Okay.
3.5.
Can't wait to watch it. That's it. Is there anything else?
There's more.
Comic pool list.
There's a little bit
Oh
more.
man, pool list.
Yeah, we'll quickly go through the comic pool list then. So our comic pool list for this week are top 5 comics that we recommend to you guys to get out there and spend your dollars on.
Get it when you fit in.
Yeah.
Money, man.
So
do it.
I must say, because I kind of do the script, and yes, I am a bit biased when I'm putting my stuff on, and at the moment, as you can realise, all the number ones are either going to be X-Men related, because
of course, all day every day.
It's been sick. They have been sick, and this week we've got Excalibur issue 6. By Tina Howard, Marcus Tu, and Mahmoud Azra. So Mahmoud. Basically, Rogue has been in a coma of sorts. There's a lot of things going on in the other world. There's kind of a lot going on in it, but something happened in last issue that was kind of deep, like it's kind of effed up.
I feel like you've got all the tea right now, but you cannot spill any of it.
Yeah, I don't really want to. I want you to read it. I want you to read it. But the synopsis for this one: The Secret of Rogue's Coffin. Locked in her mysterious coffin, Rogue dreams. Meanwhile, Apocalypse performs a ritual, and a throne of power changes hands. The reign of mutant kind reaches the outworld at last. So, as I said, all the mutants are together. Rogue, Apocalypse has got his own team. He's got Rogue, who's unconscious. You got Gambit, who's on an away mission with I think it's Richter. He does the rocks and things. His mutant powers is to control the Earth, basically. And you've got Psylocke, but it's not Psylocke. It's
new Psylocke.
It's what's her name? Braddock. Why am I forgetting her name? Betsy Braddock. Yeah, Betsy Braddock, and they're going into the other world. And the other world, you've got I'm forgetting her name now.
Wipeout Wednesday.
Yes. But she's blocking the gateways to Krakoa. Not necessarily. So Krakoa is opening a doorway to the other world, and she's pretty peed off about it. So she's sending people on the other side to try and defeat defeat Apocalypse and everyone. So Apocalypse has got this plan up his sleeve that he's trying to enhance his magic. And it's got something to do with Rogue being unconscious and other things that have been happening. And obviously Gambit doesn't trust Apocalypse because he's got to go on an away mission and leave Rogue behind with Apocalypse. You've also got Jubilee and her son, who's actually changed into a dragon. So that's Morgan Le Fay, that's her name, Morgan Le Fay. So it's very interesting, man. It's very good.
Interesting.
So yeah, issue 6.
Pick that one up. What's next?
I'll read this. Where did it go?
What's there?
Here we go. Gotham City's crushing curses uncovered. Everything Batman thought he knew about the Wayne family secret is turned upside down as Azrael and the Joker usher anarchy into Arkham. And after a final word with Jack, Harley faces an impossible choice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Batman Curse of the White Knight, issue 6. This is actually
Sean Murphy and DC Comics.
Yeah, it's actually really, really good. And I've got nothing to say. It's just a don't read. Yeah. It's so good. It's just such a good continuation from Dark. What was it called? White Knight? Yeah, from Curse of the White Knight.
From White Knight.
From White Knight. It's good. Read it. Batman. Right. Batman's dope.
Cool.
Batman. Hang on. Batman. It's all good. Batman. Read it.
In the hood. Yeah.
Read it. Read it.
Next one is Black Panther issue 20 by Ta-Nehisi Coates, Ryan Bodian, and Daniel Kuna. So this one, the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda Unbound Part 2, the Jala under assault from its king. The Jala under assault from its king. To unite the two empires of Wakanda, the Black Panther must destroy a vital piece of his own nation, the plane of all Wakandian memory, and home to the Goit spirits who... I missed out that bit, so...
It's okay. Yeah. That keeps us in suspense. So you go and read it.
What does it mean?
What is it? I feel like this is the name for the show.
Oh, that's the title of the episode, by the way. What does it mean?
Oh, man.
Blue Barrel.
It's been a bit of a catastrophe today, to be honest.
and we've had a good conversation.
Yeah.
That's great. It's great. There we go.
Let me finish it. So,
okay.
To unite the two empires of Wakanda, the Black Panther must destroy a vital piece of his own nation, the plane of all Wakandian memory and home to the great spirits who have guided him throughout his rule as king. Can he do it? Can T'Challa banish his own father's spirit? And will the cost be worth the gain?
Oh no!
Probably. So basically, what's basically happened with in Black Panther is T'Challa sent a crew out into space on an away mission, and something happened. Their shuttle got pushed back in time through space, and basically they crash landed on a planet. Thousands of years. Obviously, it was thousands of years in the past. And now, obviously, this planet has improved, it's grown through, and it's got the Wakandan traditions. Obviously, it's thousands of years after, but obviously, these guys knew that they were in the past, so they talked about T'Challa. So he's kind of like the king who will return, kind of thing. So now, obviously, there's a ruler there who's not good, and T'Challa has, and he's got a big army, and he wants to come to Earth, and T'Challa has to go there to obviously defeat him. There's other stuff that's going on as well, because the guy has actually got a symbiote as well, and he looks kind of sick. So yeah, it's a good read, man. It's been a really good read. So it's been a bit confusing as well. I won't lie. It's been very confusing at some points, but yeah.
Interesting. Cool. Go pick that up, people, and be unconfused.
Right. So, Red Hood and the Outlaws 42.
Dun, dun, dun.
No one was harmed in the making of this issue. Red Hood is thrilled Artemis and Bizarro are back, but so much has changed for the Outlaws. For the moment, they're mentors to the next generation of supervillains, and if you don't think the kids are going to challenge their new teacher Bizarro, then you don't know Generation Outlaw. Plus, Jason and Artemis finally follow up on that kiss. You know the one. But they're feeling surprised in both. In the meantime, an unspeakable darkness reveals itself. Did the Outlaws finally come together just in time to watch helplessly as the world ends around them? Red Hood and the Outlaws 42 by Scott Lobdell and Pablo Pantalena.
How annoying is that? I cancelled my subscription and he's getting his memory back. Rick is going to go back to being Dick. It's so annoying.
So I think I just missed all of that.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's okay. You know what you can do? You can rewatch. There we go.
Well, no, I think it all disconnected, so we didn't get any of that.
Man.
Yeah,
Wait, get any of it as in I said it and it's not been recorded?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God.
So yeah, to be honest, I don't even know if this whole episode is being recorded, because on the screen I'm looking at, it doesn't look like it's been. It looks like it's been cut up pretty badly, so I don't know.
Oh man!
We'll do the last one and then I'll see, but it probably won't.
I'll see. Hopefully we have snippets that we can just put together or something.
Yeah.
Okay. The show must go on. Right, here we go. SCP Foundation Iris Light Novel Volume 1. I like this because the person is called Sidhu Akira. Sidhu Akira. I just like his good Akira. Anyway, this published by Seven Seas Entertainment. The first light novel adaptation of tales from the SCP Project, a collector of supernatural mysteries. An unarmed boy encounters an inexplicable phenomenon. The same photo of a girl appears inside any book he opens. When one book in the library suddenly transports him to the SCP Foundation, a secret organization dedicated to containing anomalous entities and phenomena. He learns that the girl's name is Iris and that he's going to have to work alongside her to get them both out. Dun, dun, dun! It sounded good. Artwork looks good. Have a go. It's something unnatural, haven't heard much of before, and it's from Seven Seas Entertainment, and the person's called Akira. You can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong because Akira's a great name. But anyway, yes, that's So yeah, it's it looks really fun, and that was a nice little concept. So I like finding the weird things, but yeah, cool.
All right.
Social Truth. That is our pull list.
It is.
That is.
Go out and get some comic books. Maybe you got some comic books that you want to recommend to us, or hit us up on our socials, which we will give you at the end of the show. Why aren't we telling people that?
Yeah.
No, but like the end of the show when we're
okay.
giving out socials.
Okay. Petal upon petal. The Outlaw Red Hood. We read comics too, or the Sourceful, because one represents all.
Exactly.
So yes, but that is the end of our maybe recorded choppy show.
Yep.
We don't know.
Very, very choppy. Very choppy.
But it's okay.
Yeah. If this is really choppy, then it might be one of our lost shows. That. Yeah. But yeah, let's hope not. I'll find out in about half hour. But
okay.
What we're gonna do is when we do next week's show, it's still gonna be episode 56, and then people are gonna be like, "What happened to episode 75? 75? Sorry, 76. What happens to 75?" And that's gonna be the lost show.
There we go. Yeah, it's in the void, people. It's in the void.
It happened. It's like the episode of Rick and Morty. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like something part 3 because they did part 2 without.
Crazy.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, and hopefully see you guys next week, and it'll hopefully be a better podcast with the connection and shizzle. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and peace out.
I'm back.
What's it all mean? What does it mean?